look up at the ceiling the next time you're in a hospital or, a school. You see acoustic tiles, maybe a blinking smoke detector, right?
Right. I mean, it all just looks like passive infrastructure.
Exactly.
Right.
But behind those tiles is this hidden, highly active central nervous system. So welcome to today's deep dive. We're looking at a product page from the AV distributor HDTV Supply.
Yeah, specifically for the Advanced Network Devices ZONEC2-IC InformaCast-Enabled IP Zone Controller.
Which is a massive title, I know.
Oh, yeah.
But understanding this tiny, 1-pound box is literally the difference between chaos and safety during a mass lockdown.
Right, because it's the brains of that hidden system. We aren't just looking at a dry spec sheet today. I mean, we're looking at the critical hardware that keeps large enterprise campuses communicating when it actually matters most.
Okay, let's unpack this, because calling it a zone controller almost feels like an understatement.
It really does, yeah.
Right. Functionally, it acts as a hub for peripheral devices running on this clockwise campus software. But mechanically, well, I look at this as a real-time language interpreter.
Oh, that's a really good way to put it.
Like a digital traffic cop sitting on the network, right? Catching these silent digital data packets and instantly translating them into physical analog voltage that drives a speaker cone.
And that translation is critical, especially when you look at the InformaCast-enabled part of its spec sheet. Because InformaCast isn't just, a basic intercom setup.
No, not at all.
It's enterprise-level mass notification. So if a severe weather alert needs to trigger instantly across a sprawling campus,
right,
this controller is the exact point where an urgent SIP or InformaCast broadcast becomes physical, life-saving audio.
But, knowing when to play an alert is completely useless if the device just fails under load or, drops off the network entirely.
Exactly. Reliability is everything here.
Right. And looking at the physical unit, it measures just 8 by 6 inches. It weighs exactly 1 pound. Yet it's packed with routing protocols. We're talking IPv4, IPv6, TFTP, DHCP, IGMP.
It's a heavy hitter for its size.
Yeah. So I have to ask, for a device this small, is packing in this level of protocol support wildly over-engineered? Or is this just the absolute baseline required to survive on a modern enterprise network?
Well, you'd think it's overkill, but look at IGMP, for instance. I mean, that protocol handles multicast routing. In an emergency, you aren't sending an individual audio stream to 500 different speakers one by one.
Because that would instantly crash the network.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
IGMP allows one single audio stream to hit all 500 controllers simultaneously, so it's not over-engineered. It's bare minimum survival gear for enterprise security.
And that survival gear obviously needs power. It's pulling PoE at 15.4 watts. Or PoE Plus at 30 watts, which isn't just about saving an electrician's labor by running one Ethernet cable for both data and power.
No, it's way more strategic than that.
Yeah, leveraging that 30-watt PoE Plus means this tiny unit can physically drive larger speaker horns directly. You're completely bypassing the need to install secondary localized amplifiers in the ceiling.
Precisely. You are decentralizing the failure points. Because if one zone controller goes down, well, you lose audio in one single hallway, not the entire building's paging system.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Buying this kind of decentralized life safety gear is a really unique experience. On the HDTV Supply site, the MSRP sits over $700.
Though I think it's listed today at what, around $600?
Yeah, $606.36 to be exact. But you truly get a feel for this niche industry in the customer reviews. There's this buyer named John M. who left a 3-star review.
Oh, right, the one about the staff.
Yeah, he said the staff was, quote, less than friendly, but successfully answered his highly technical question. Now, I have to push back on the idea of docking points for that.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, in enterprise IT, I would much rather have a grumpy engineer who knows exactly how to configure a SUSE trunk than a friendly retail rep who accidentally bricks my life safety network.
I mean, that is the ultimate trade-off in the commercial AV space, isn't it? When you are sourcing a ZONEC2-IC, you're not buying a consumer gadget.
Not at all.
You're buying highly specialized infrastructure. Buyers prioritize absolute accuracy over bedside manner. The staff at HDTV Supply might not have been incredibly chipper, sure, but they delivered the correct technical solution to a complex networking problem.
Exactly.
In a life safety deployment, getting the tech right isn't just a perk, it is the entire mandate.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Well, grasping the mechanics of a hyper-niche device like the ZONEC2-IC actually helps us understand the hidden architecture of modern communication.
Yeah, it's the invisible infrastructure that shapes our environment. It proves that the most critical technology in a building is usually the technology designed to be completely ignored.
Until the exact second it's needed. So the next time you walk down a hallway in a hospital, a university, or a corporate office, just look up at those ceiling tiles. Think about how many of these invisible one-pound controllers are sitting there right now, silently catching multicast data packets, just waiting for the exact signal to keep you safe.